Hello Franz, new here. I've been watching a lot of Birdkeeper Toby's videos, especially those What If I Were a Gym Leader ones. I really like them, they're super cool. At the end of the video, he calls to action, he suggests people make their own videos. And even though he started that thing like 2 years ago, here's mine. And what if I were a gym leader? Well, we'll get to that later, but for now, I was talking to a friend of mine, she's a maths teacher. I asked her this question, and to be honest, her idea was cooler than mine, so let's talk about hers. She said, one of the most fundamental, the most normal things in the universe is numbers. And normality is normal because of the way numbers work. So with that in mind, here is her normal type gym. You enter the gym, you see a single, thick metal door with gibberish letters scrawled on it. Next to the door is a trainer, who of course battles you. They're a security guard or policeman trainer class, they have a clink and a clef key. You may notice that these aren't normal types, however this isn't a trainer in the gym but simply a security guard, guarding the real entrance to the gym. Of course you beat them, 2 Pokemon, not too much of an issue, and they say, well, you've proved your mettle, now you must prove your brains. What's the code? And your first thought should be, what code? You've never been given a code, you just walked in here. You get a text entry box to type in the code and of course, you get it wrong. Even if you enter it perfectly because you looked it up online, there's a check in the game to see if you have in fact done the thing, so no cheating. Either way, the trainer says you're wrong and kicks you out of the gym. And who comes out next? But the guy. The champ in the making guy. He tells you this city loves code breaking, or cryptography as it's called. He advises you to do a rotation of the city and talk to one of the citizens to try and get some clues about what the code might be. So you do. You go into one of the houses, into the market, you get some clues, and some of the citizens will give you numbers. One will say, I think it's +3. Others will say, oh, I think it's -5. So on, until you get 6 number-based clues. And you add them together and you find, let's say, +8. But remember what the advisor told you? Do a rotation? That was the final clue. The code on the door is a password. Just that each of the letters is 8 letters previous in the alphabet, as if the alphabet has been rotated 8 letters back. You need to add 8 letters to each of the letters in the alphabet on the scrolling on the gate. You return to the gym, you enter the password and the door opens and you're greeted by a mathematician, gym leader Pixie. She compliments you on your cryptography and approaches you. She apologises, stating most people don't break the code and therefore she may be a little rusty. And the battle begins. Gym Leader Pixie begins her battle by throwing out a Ditto. But not just any Ditto, an imposter Ditto. Pixie assumes you're going to bring out a fighter first, and with this, she can knock you off kilter. Well, you take down this Transformer and she sends out her next Pokemon, a Porygon. This Porygon would of course have Conversion 2 to change its type if it's hit by a fighting move. It'll also have Psybeam, which may well get the stab bonus if the conversion makes it a Psychic type. This will be rounded out by Aerial Ace and Thunderbolt for some type variety. Her next Pokemon, as you may have noticed, she specialises in man-made Pokemon. Her next Pokemon will be a Cast form, which will have Sunny Day and Hail, both to capitalise on its ability and the latter for chip damage. It'll use Weather Ball because I think it's legally obligated to have a Weather Ball if it's a Cast form, and it'll round it out with Solar Beam to again capitalise on that Sunny Day and trip up the Unaware. But you'll beat that and Pixie will send out her final Pokemon, her favourite Pokemon, Porygon 2. Porygon 2 will have Zap Cannon, which combined with its Lock-On makes for a dangerous place to be. Its final 2 moves will be Conversion 2 to remove its weakness, and Recover to, well, recover. But you'll take it down, you will defeat Gym Leader Pixie. And after the battle, you're rewarded with the Cipher Badge, which bears striking resemblance to the Caesar Cipher Wheel, which is used to decode the kind of code that you just solved. Pixie congratulates you on your wins, both your battle victory and your mental victory, awarding you the TM for Protect. Not because she used it, but because it nicely represents her gym. She then returns to her seat, pulls out a laptop computer, and says how she must return to her work. You leave smarter and 1 badge heavier. So what do you think? Too high concept? Not high concept enough? Let me know in the comments, like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you, bye.